Guy Sebastian has to be one of the best stories to come out of the Aussie pop industry. Lit up the country on Australian Idol. He's built an incredible career, released 11 top 10 singles, 6 of those multi-platinum. Battle scars enabled Guy to make inroads into the American market, and that's where he spent a fair bit of this year. But has a brand new album out and is home. The album is called Madness, and he's sitting right across from me. Guy Sebastian, welcome home.
Thank you.
Where's home now?
Home is in Sydney. I used to spend a fair bit of time in the US as far as, if I was writing there or doing gigs, I'd sort of hang around there a little bit. But I've got a couple of little fellas now at home, 2 boys. I've got a little Hudson, he's 2.5, and Archer, who's 6 months. So I kind of get my work done and then come straight home. I'm not away as much.
Including some all-night sessions, and then you'd come home and look after the boys while Jules did her thing.
That's honestly exactly right. It's been a crazy year trying to juggle, I guess, both of our careers and that stuff. Hence why I called the album Madness.
The breaking into America, how tough was it?
Not terribly tough with this. I mean, it's taken a long time, but in fairness, I haven't really done what most people do as far as, I've never lived there per se. I haven't, relocated and
sitting there waiting for the opportunity to happen.
Exactly. I just, I've been very active here in my home country, and I live here and I spend my time here, and I think to really sort of put in the hard yards there, you got to live there, you got to tour there, but I was lucky enough to have just written a song that sort of just got played on radio and stuff a lot over there, and it just sort of travelled on its own legs, which is nice. It'd be nice if that happened all the time. But,
yeah, that's one of the sort of natural progression stories. It's usually not like that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's right.
You're happy to take calls?
Yes, of course.
If anyone would like to speak with Guy Sebastian, 900 693, or outside Melbourne, 13 13 32. Can you tell us the story behind the single on Madness called Imagine the Sunrise?
Yeah, sure. I mean, look, that's it's one of the sort of sadder songs on the album. I visit hospitals as much as I can with the guitar and sort of just go in and sing to some of the kids, and they're sort of stuck there. And even throughout Christmas, a lot of the times I go in because they can't go home, so. I was there one particular time, and I walked into a room, and there was a father there with his daughter, and they were basically talking about how he loved to watch the sunrise with her before he went to work, but now they'd been moved to this other room, and all they could see was the next hospital wing, and they didn't have a view anymore. So in that moment, he turned to his daughter and he said, "So we just imagine the sunrise now, don't we, darling?" And I just completely choked up, and obviously, as you would, it was just an awful, being a parent, it was just a very confronting moment, and one where I guess I felt a lot of gratitude that my kids are healthy and all that. And then I wrote a song called Imagine the Sunrise, and I do struggle to sing that one. I tend to choke up a bit when I sing that one, but yeah.
I'm lucky enough that I've been in hospital for a day in my life pretty well, and I imagine that a view when you are in that situation would be like gold.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's the little things, I guess. When you're going through something like that, it's it's not necessarily the things that you usually desire are cast aside, and you start to take notice of the things, I guess, that you didn't appreciate before, and I guess nature is one of those, especially in this day and age. Most kids and everyone, their face are buried into their phones and stuff like that, and so yeah, look, it was a bit on the news last night that I've been rabbiting onto my producers about it for ages, whether in the future we're all going to have humps on our backs because we're constantly looking down. Honestly, I think that's how we're going to evolve. It's like we're all going to be like Igor, but it's honestly, I've spoken about that a lot recently because there's a lot of stuff, even on my album, there's a song called Light and Shade, which basically says that, there's some lyrics that say, it says, "We are the newest trends most wanted, but I am my kids most wanted," and it's stuff like that, where I'm basically just talking about how every new phone that gets released, people line up around the road for. I mean, we've been so I don't know, so kind of pressured into waiting for these new trends and these new things, and we do crazy things for it. It's weird.
900 693 if you'd like to speak with Guy Sebastian, special guest this afternoon. Kayla, good afternoon.
Hi, how are you? you?
Good. You're speaking with Guy.
Hi,
Hi,
Kayla.
Guy. How are you?
I'm well, darling. How are you?
Good, thank you. I just wanted to say I'm such a big fan. I've got all your CDs and everything, and I've got a tape of you, and I'm always going to your concerts, and, you know, you're fantastic, and congratulations on all your success, because you deserve it. You know,
Oh,
you've never
Kayla,
forgotten
you're
where
a
you've
gem.
come from, and yeah.
Thank you so much, Kayla. Well, I wouldn't be where I am without people like you. Thank you so much.
Robin, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dennis. How are you?
Good.
Hi, Guy.
Hi, Robin. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. You probably may or may not remember my son Ewan went to school with you in St Paul's in Adelaide.
Wow. I was
Yeah,
in
but
St.
you're-
Paul's in year 5 for 1 year.
Yes, you
But-
were.
but
and
yeah.
you came out to the Air Force Base once with us too, with Ewan's dad to look over the aeroplanes.
Oh, how
But
funny.
yeah, but what
I do recall the name, and funnily enough, you mentioned that I've always said my favourite teacher that I ever had was Mrs. Norris, who
Yes,
was my.
she was lovely.
She was such a sweet lady.
Did you have
Yeah,
a crush
but-
on Mrs. Norris?
Oh, no, not really. She was a bit of an older lady, but,
Yeah.
but she was sweet. She was very, very sweet.
Very caring. But I have to say, Ewan's claim to fame is that you said to Ewan, if he joined the choir, you joined the choir too. So Ewan always says, I think I got him singing.
Also, is he trying to claim a royalty
Yeah,
check
commission.
or something?
No. Just a nice, just a lovely memory.
No, I'm joking. Well, please say good day to Ewan. It's a long time now since then. Jeez.
Robin, thank you. Who was the rap artist that you changed?
There's 2 Chainz. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
A caller asked me to ask you how you stopped him swearing while you were recording with him, because he swears a lot, and your mother wouldn't approve.
No, of course, no. Look, I've managed, you know, through the last 11 years of making music to steer clear of you know, profanity, and steer clear of you know, I guess, of things that were you know, I guess degrading to you know, to women and things like that, and so it was a tough one. You know, when you engage an artist like that, you can't really ask them to be out of character. You know, I've engaged him, so it's my fault if it all goes pear shaped. But I did just say, look, you know, this is the sort of artist I am, and if you could work within these parameters, it would be great. But he did a great job, and he was, you know, he was very respectful.
Michael, good afternoon.
Oh, g'day, Dennis. G'day, Guy. How are you?
G'day, Michael. Very well, mate.
Just to let you know, I actually had your Memphis album there. You did all the old songs, and then I won a holiday to the Darwin Cup, and I seen you in Darwin, mate. You are sensational,
Oh,
That's
you're a good
all I
man.
could say, mate. You made the trip. I mean, we won as well at the Cup, but you topped it off.
Yes,
you topped it off, mate. You're just so professional live, and if anyone hasn't seen you, they're missing out, because yeah, mate, you're great. You're fantastic.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank you. I'll remember that gig. That was a lot of fun, actually. But oh, you're a good man. Thanks, buddy.
You're touring in February, Saturday, February 21st at Rod Laver Arena, and that just goes to show the level of stardom that you've reached. We're going to play the single "Imagine the Sunrise" just to finish off. But Guy,
Sure thing.
very proud of your success, and I hope the Madness album is again a great success
Oh,
for you.
I just got goosebumps. This is the first time that this song would be played on radio. So it's awesome.
This is the song written by Guy about. You would explain it again, just in case people have just joined us.
Of course. Well, I wrote this about a little girl who was not well in hospital, and her she was moved to a room where they didn't have a view, and her dad basically turned around and said to her, "Well, darling, we just imagine the sunrise now," and so I wrote this song.
The Madness Tour at ticketek.com.au. Here's Guy Sebastian.
But they're never holding us back. And these little tubes, they don't keep you alive. Only our love can do that.